Hey guys, it is Holy Basil. Today I'm off work and I'm just feeling good in general. So thank God for an off day. It's beautiful. The weather has been nice. So I just thought I'd do a voiceover for you guys. Lifting has been going good. Here I am doing some RDLs. I've never done 405 or 3. And that's what I feel like when I do it. Rick the Stick Boogs there. Every time I do RDLs, I'm just extremely motivated. And I just think about him doing those and just how intense he is when he does them. If you haven't watched him, you've got to. It's great. So with me being off today, I was able to sleep in till about 7. Usually I wake up about 4:30 and I have about 45 minutes to train. So I just took my time and that was nice. Very nice. It's very bright outside, which I'm not used to that, but I'm very thankful. I'm weighing in anywhere between 210 and 215 each day. I need to be more strict counting my calories, but I know I am eating in a surplus because I do feel fatter each and every day, but with that comes strength. So that's pretty cool. So it seems like the juicy gossip on the internet, especially in the Christian world, is the association between T.D. Jakes, the famous pastor, and P. Diddy, the famous artist or rapper that has all of these sexual trafficking allegations. Now, I'm not going to be discussing whether it's true or not, or whether T.D. Jakes is a good pastor. Some think that he is a prosperity preacher. That can be a topic of another video. But today, I'm going to make some points between this situation and Psalms chapter 1. How happy is the one who does not walk in the advice of the wicked, or stand in the pathway with sinners, or sit in the company of mockers. Instead, his delight is in the Lord's instruction, and he meditates on it day and night. He is like a tree planted beside flowing streams that bears fruits in its season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever he does prospers. The wicked are not like this. Instead, they are like chaff that the wind blows away. Therefore the wicked will not stand up in the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous. For the Lord watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked leads to ruin. During high school and college, I worked part-time for a construction company run by our children's pastor at church named Will, owner of the company, for off and on 2 to 3 years while I went to high school and college. And Will was my first glimpse at what a true follower of Christ should look like, what a true man should be. He is married to an awesome Christian woman. He had children. He worked hard. He was diligent and very bold about his faith, would always witness to people at work, passing in the street, and the way that he treated his workers was how everyone should be treated. So when I started working for Will, I was a junior in high school. And that was the first time in my life that I was exposed to a true Christian life, and that's when I found Christ. But at the same time, I was being tempted by all sorts of things from the world, whether that was girls or drugs, parties, etc. And I remember my best friend at the time, his brother sold drugs, usually just pot, but occasionally sold some other things. But everybody loved the guy, and we all hung out with him, and we didn't think that anything was wrong with it. I remember being on the way back into town from work on a Friday evening, and I was going to help out said drug dealer, our friend, and hand off a package while he was out of town. And I just remember the look of disappointment in Will, my boss at the time. He's like, "Why would you do that? You could get in a lot of trouble." I didn't think anything of it at the time, but in hindsight, I realized that though I might be developing my integrity at the time, that the company I was keeping wasn't aligning with my faith walk. It still took a few weeks for me to really have an epiphany about this matter, because the drug dealer guy whose house we used to hang out at all the time ended up getting robbed in broad daylight at gunpoint. And I'm thankful I wasn't there, and that really could have been bad. And at the time, I was preparing to apply for nursing school, and that could have thwarted my whole plan, and that would be embarrassing. I know my dad would have been so upset with me, but it also could have jeopardized my life, which I consider to be a testament to God's mercy upon my life. In hindsight, I realized that as I dug my relationship with the Lord further, it pushed my relationship with bad influences backward. Now, what I'm not doing is telling you to cut out all the people that you think are bad influences in your life. But if these people are breaking the law, or if that one person could be arrested for what they're doing and you're hanging out with them or you're condoning it, then you need to break that relationship like a bad habit. But as far as the people in your life, whether it be a coworker or a teammate that you really can't get away from, not that you want to get away from all your coworkers and teammates, but really reflect on that relationship and ask yourself, are you influencing them well? And I believe the ultimate example of relationships is Jesus Christ and his relationship with people on earth. Throughout Scripture, we see encounter after encounter between Jesus and people that were notoriously unrighteous or regarded as sinners, whether that be crooked tax collectors or known adulterers. But the difference between Jesus and the world is that when Jesus encountered these people, they left changed, and he did not condone their actions. So my encouragement for you today, whether you're a Christian or not, is applicable. Be very cautious of the company that you keep. And most importantly, keep the company of God, because we know that his righteous attributes will rub off on us. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for listening. Hope you have a good day.